Final seconds, round 2.
Out for round 3 here at the King Street Palace. And Dahl pushes Adams back to the ropes.
And up to this point, Sam, Dahl hasn't thrown very many effective punches at all. I don't know whether it's, again, Bones' strategy or what, but as far as throwing punches are concerned, it's been all Adams.
Bones has been very quick and very good to the body. How do you score the first 2 rounds?
Gave the first 2 rounds to Bones Adams. Again, that left hook to the body was a big scoring factor.
Dahl pressuring, getting in a couple of shots to the body, and Adams moving away. A technical draw on Adams' record was in March of 1991 when he took on Tony Perez, and Perez could not continue after the heads banged together, a bad cut. And in the first 2 rounds, if there's a cut because of an accidental butt, it is ruled a technical draw, no contest. After 2 rounds in any bout, no matter the length of the bout here in South Carolina, they go to the scorecards. If a fighter cannot continue due to an accidental butt.
You know, I really don't think that that 2-round rule is a very good rule. I mean, it looks like 23 and a technical draw on Bones Adams' record, but remembering the fight, he was just about to knock out his opponent, and they banged heads, and they had to stop the fight. But it was his punching that was really doing most of the damage. I like the rule, Sam, where however long a fight is, they take half the rounds.
Dahl is getting dangerously close to losing a point. With a lot of holding, he's gotten put a lot of headlocks on Bones Adams, and it looks like Harry Hitopoulos getting close to taking a point away from him. And it seems to me, Gil, that all this movement by Adams is kind of upsetting Runnell Dahl. Doesn't seem to know how to figure it out.
It's upsetting Dahl, but I think it's taking away some of Bones Adams' firepower. I think if he goes to his left and works behind that jab, I think that he can really score a lot of points and cause damage to Runnell Dahl. But the way he's fighting as a cutie, in my opinion, Bones is, and he doesn't have to be a cutie. He has too good an arsenal for that.
Dahl with some pressure. Adams trying to work with an uppercut. End of round 3.
Round 4 scheduled for 10 here at the King Street Palace in Charleston, South Carolina. Bones Adams in the black trunks, Runnell Dahl in the blue.
And Sam, I noticed something between rounds. Bones Adams was really breathing heavily in his corner, and Runnell Dahl was just sitting there like he hadn't even begun to fight. You can see all those cute moves that Dahl is making. That's all that amateur experience.
Adams' weight is up, as we mentioned before. He took some time off after his last fight against Javier Diaz, April the 4th. His weight got up, and perhaps he just hasn't trained as hard as he normally does. And we talked about his having 12 fights in 1991. He's going to have several fewer fights this year. This is number 4 in 92.
Now he's moving to the left, Sam. Now back to the right again. Moved in behind a couple of good jabs when he was moving to the left.
Adams quick on his feet. Got good fast hands. And certainly a very bright prospect. Dahl just not going on the attack at all, Gil.
Not at all. Not throwing any hard punches. Landed a couple of punches right at the beginning of the round. But since then, nothing effective. And you see, Bones Adams, he fights like an old pro. You see how he relaxed he was inside there?
Good, fast left hook to the body by Adams. It's an important fight for Runnell Dahl. 8-2 at age 29. He was hoping to come in and score a big upset.
Well, he's going to have to show more offense to score an upset in this fight. And I think Bones can settle down a little bit, Sam. I don't think he has to bounce all over the place now. He's has much the greater firepower, the two guys. Bones has a slight swelling under his left eye.
Final seconds, last few punches landing on the gloves by both fighters. That right hand scoring for Runnell Dahl. End of round 4. Bubba Stotts in the corner. Trainer. Bones Adams.
Give me a deep breath. Give me a deep breath. Get you around here. Steady working. I always want you in with the hook. You know what I'm saying? Always. This is what I'm saying. You make it happen out there, all right? I want you to make it happen. Work that jab, and work it on him all night. You know what I'm saying? You're looking good. You're looking good, all right? I want you to finish the round strong, though. You hear what I'm saying? Don't let him get the round on the end, right? You're doing good. You listen what I'm saying? You're the man out there. You hear me? Give me a deep breath. You're in good shape out there. You turn
Adams listening, but breathing heavily.
Yes, he is. And he's been doing that for the last couple of rounds.
Runnell Dahl seems to be composed. Set for round 5. How do you have it scored through 4?
I gave Adams the first 3 rounds. I called the 4th even.
You looked again, didn't you? Me too. 10-point must scoring system.
You mean both of us scored an even round at the same time?
I usually don't, but I thought Runnell Dahl did enough in that round to match Adams. Good right hand by Dahl, and he was low with a left hook. Left, a little under the belt line.
And that low left hook bothered Adams.
Yeah. This is round 5 scheduled for 10.
And now Bones Adams is moving, just as I said, he slips over to the right again, but there he goes to the left with that jab, and there's that right hand.
Dahl seems to be matching him a little bit more now. Let's see. Right hand by Dahl. It's gotten in.
Dahl has quick hands. He's not a big puncher, but his hands are very, very quick.
It's a stern warning from referee Harry Hatopoulos about holding and then pushing. Sharp jab by Adams.
And you know, Harry Hatopoulos is a good, solid professional referee. Sam, he keeps control of a fight, knows what he's doing in there.
Gil, have you noticed what's happened in the heat and humidity here at the King Street Palace? Bones' hair has fallen.
Maybe that could be it. Instead of fighting flat-footed, he's fighting flat-haired.
Gonna get a picture of Bones before and after.
I wonder if any.
Oh, that was a good jab.
I think Bones can again just settle down, move to his left, and work behind that jab and do a lot of damage. Does look like he's laboring, though, Sam.
Trying to bounce around, giving Dahl a lot of movement, but not a lot of sharp punches. in the 5th round.
Welcome back to Fight Night from the King Street Palace in Charleston, South Carolina. Round 6 scheduled for 10. Junior featherweight, Bones Adams in the black trunks. Normally a bantamweight, but fighting at 122 tonight. Runnell Dahl in the blue trunks. Scheduled to be on the card tonight was heavyweight Michael Bent. But Bent's opponent fell out. In fact, he's had 6 opponents fall out in the